This is what I believe to be the strongest sword in Shadow of War, and it's based on one simple thing, and that is this ability. But let's take this a step further and add in a complete armor set. I've never really done this before. It's not really something that I generally do in Shadow of War, but it is something that's very effective, having a complete armor set and getting your bonus abilities, your bonus skills. This is what happened whenever I combined my Threshing sword with a full Threshing machine set of armor. So this is my first time fighting with a full machine armor set here. I've also got my Threshing sword as well, so I'm going to see how that fares. And poetically, I'm fighting one of the machines. You can see the Threshing sword already going to work there. Here we go, I've got my first combo here. Try to use execution on him, doesn't work. Here I go, unleashing my first Elven Light. It should be very powerful, it should fire explosives everywhere, and it does. Look at that, that is the effect that the machine armor set does whenever you use your Elven Light. Obviously you're hitting them with a blast of poison, but also explosions go everywhere, and you can see everyone's on fire. Who doesn't love when the orc has his own little runt announcer? I love that so much. As you can see here, more explosives. This is probably the craziest bit of footage that I've ever gotten in the game. Just explosions everywhere, fire everywhere. And that's definitely a combination of me using the Threshing sword and also the machine ability. Look at that, I'm just firing explosions everywhere. And because I'm in my Minas Morgul world, you know, it's completely taken over by tower variants. I go in for the machine here. He's got death defying, very annoying.
Thought you needed a breather, big skin. So I'm giving you one. Ready for more?
He gets back up, but obviously I'm still hitting him with the explosives. There's still fire everywhere, and I'm not stopping anytime soon, hitting him with more of my machine armor bonus attacks here. Here we go, using the hammer as well. I actually didn't have a machine Threshing hammer, so I'm using one of the undead ones that I got. One of the, basically like the Nazgul set, and does the job pretty well here. Sad I didn't have that, so I'm going to have to go and get one of those Threshing hammers as well. And look at that, more tower variants have arrived.
Think you have the spine to face me? Then I rip it from your back.
And this is a great test for this ability, having 3 different orcs attack me right now. And as you can see, it's going pretty well. I'm keeping them at arm's length here. The Threshing sword doing a great job as always. There's just explosions everywhere right now. And they do kind of get in my way a little bit sometimes. You know, I get hit by the explosion. But ultimately, they're keeping these orcs away from me. And even though there's 3 of them, they're not overwhelming me right now. Even though they're summoning in their own explosive guys, I'm just going to hit them anyway. So many explosions going off constantly here. And look at that, that's the full ability of the Threshing sword right there. Another Elven Light coming right up, get into the middle of them, hit it. Explosions fire out everywhere. Another one for good measure. My god. Explosions everywhere. And you can see it is very powerful, so I definitely would recommend using the machine armor, you know, the full set with the Threshing sword, if you love explosions. And there you go, he is done. The machine is dead. He dies to the Elven Light with the machine upgrade explosions flying out everywhere. Very cool way to die, very cinematic. In order to get a Threshing sword for yourself, you need to kill a machine slayer. They're easily identified by this little symbol here. This means slayer. You then need to go through all of your orcs and find the one that's a machine. You can tell by the sort of clunky machine armor that they have on. Now, at first I was a little bit mistaken here. I thought a machine orc was going to be basically the guys that are called the machine, but no, those are not the guys you're looking for. Once you've got your clunky looking machine slayer, bring him into the world, turn him against you, and then kill him. Once he is dead, he will drop you your legendary Threshing sword. Oh, and I should say, in order to get this sword, he has to be legendary. So if he is under your control and he's not legendary, just hit him with a little legendary upgrade first. There we go, I'm going to go make my machine guy here, my bodyguard, Krook, the steward of the keep. I'm going to go ahead and summon him in, and I'm sorry, mate. Your Caragor has to go. I hit it right in the face with a hammer, and it does no damage to it, weirdly enough, but the second one really gets it on the side of the head. And we're going to start hitting this lad here, turning him against us. You could shame him down, but I prefer doing it this way.
What the hell did I do? Enough's enough. Time to die.
Oh no, he's making this way worse than it has to be. He is pulling on my heartstrings right now. You can see I use the Threshing sword there. It doesn't really do much against him because he blocks it with his shield. I'm going to hit him with the hammer here. He is not arrow proof, and he definitely isn't hammer proof. Hitting him in the back of the head here. An illegal move in the UFC, but there are no rules in Middle-earth. He's got his back turned on me now, so I use the Threshing sword. It's just a very good way of breaking it up. A lot of times using the Threshing sword, I'll use it because the orcs just adapt to everything. They start to counter everything, especially these shield guys, you know. Eventually the shield guys, they'll get so weak that they'll get into this groove where if you attack them head on, they will just counter every single thing by bashing you in the face with their shield. It's going to happen pretty soon. So using the Threshing sword, it's just a great way to do that. You know, I think you can beat any orc in the game with the Threshing sword. It just creates like that explosion. A lot of the times they'll become dazed because of this, and you can see a horrible spider there jumping onto him. That is pretty disgusting. Don't like that. And you can see, look, now he's countering. He's countering all of my attacks with his shield. So what comes in handy is, you know, going back to the hammer, going back to the bow and arrow, and then using the Threshing sword just to try and break up that attack. You know, dash behind them, Threshing sword, explosion, get in there. And again, he's adapted now, so he's going to start adapting to everything. So you have to really, like, you know, just try your best here. There's a horrible spider jumping up onto his back there. I did not like that at all. Hammer straight up his ass. He's not going to like that. Very uncomfortable. Not speaking from experience. Hitting him with the big Threshing sword combo here. How is he not dead yet? My god, he is resilient. You know, maybe, do I feel bad about this? Do I feel bad about this? Not sure yet. We'll see what he says when he knows that his time is up. I've maneuvered him, I've positioned him in a way now that it's going to be a very cinematic kill cam, and here we go.
Why do all my bosses keep hitting me? What is it? Is it my face? Is it my voice? What did I do wrong?
Oh no, I feel so bad for him. Is it my voice? It's kind of your voice, mate. Yeah, it's kind of your voice. And look at this cinematic kill cam right here. Talion doing a badass pose there. And yep, he's gone. Let's see the sword that he has left us. Here it is. Here's the sword he's left. As you can see who it's from. It's from the steward of the keep right there. And obviously not as good as my sword, which I got from a scorpion, but still very good. My sword is better because my sword has been broken by Ologs before, and then you kill that Olog and you get your sword back 5 levels higher. Not sure why my sword is level 87 specifically. It really should be level 90. I do have a level 90 Threshing sword, but it's currently been broken by an Olog in my Civil War series. And there you go, guys. There's the guide. I believe that the Threshing sword is definitely the best sword in the game. Feel free to debate those claims though in the comments, guys. And if you want to take part in my exciting interactive Civil War series, jump on over to my Twitch right now to get involved with that. In this exciting episode of Civil War, 4 new teams enter the game. For those of you who may have missed the last part, Green Team got completely annihilated. They are gone. Oh my god. Team Green are officially out of the Civil War. This is the first completely interactive Shadow of War series on my channel. Chatters spin the wheel to get their own orc and decide which team they're going to join. We then take it in turns to see what each team is going to do. Enjoy. Oh! The Manhunter dives across the map and destroys him. This will continue until only one team is left standing. If you want to take part in this interactive series, jump on over to my Twitch.